You stop just in time. Shorts sit on the branches of an old tree. Their eyes gleam while they wait. You pass through the field where the woman heard terrible screams. This proves true. From the direction of Bolshepolsk settlement, it turns out it wasn't a demon howling, but a dog, tied to a fresh blockhouse. You guess the reason. It's likely the owner of the new You untie the dog, and the frightened animal disappears into the forest. What fate awaits this house is unknown. Despite the close proximity to Iskor, the peasants of Bolshoye Polya are unconcerned. Life here goes on its usual way. The villagers think that they have nothing to fear. They regularly go to the church and even visit banyas. The settlement smells like new Izbaz, and even in this late hour, the work here goes on. Someone is building a barn. Someone is fixing the tools for field work. You find the man who asked for your help. Despite his loss, he doesn't falter, and tries to make...
Oh, Vasilisa, thank God, I thought you'd never come. You can't really roam round the region with a fever.
I was nearby, so I decided to...
Well, I don't even know what to say. It's a
Your wooden plow was taken by the Leshy?
Imagine that. What a plow that was, a work of art.
Tell me what's gone missing.
Well, I know your kind doesn't really work in them, but a peasant's plow is like your sorceress books for you. We plow the field with it. And my wooden plow is the latest innovation of engineering. And why does the forest master need it even?
So you weren't on very good terms with Leshy, right?
What do you mean, not on good terms? I have a field near the Fairwood, and I've always left him some offerings at...
There? To the eat?
Right?
Maybe you left him lousy offerings, so he punished you, no?
God forbid, Vasya. I've been giving him even more than usual lately.
Have you talked to the Leshy?
Well, no. I left a charter near the offering. My granddad taught me one Zagavor. So, recently the forest master left a note that said to...
Well, that's new. The Leshy writing something on a charter. I don't remember hearing that.
So I brought more, and still he asked for even more. Wasn't so he punished me. Today I'm bringing him another offering.
You know what? I'll check on the Leshy myself. Give me that offering of yours and wait for me here. He may kill you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Here, take this mash.
Well, see you soon.
The field covered with fog reminds you of Nimzia, but only the surface. You don't feel the crushing presence of ancient evil spirits. It's hard to imagine that the master of the forest when you put the mash on the stump, you hear a loud cracking in the forest. At the foggy edge of the forest, not giving the Chort any chance, you read a black Zagavar. To your surprise, the tall figure of the demon splits into several more Zagavars, and parts of the demon stop moving. When you approach, you see two peasants writhing in pain. You try to find out about the missing tool, but they lose consciousness because of... The peasant regretfully remembers his lost wooden plow. Not a surprise. It must have been one of his most expensive purchases. The gloomy peasant tells you he'll find out about the wooden plow by himself when the peasants come to. He thanks... The presence of the fever isn't apparent, but you feel it, filling people with horror and grief, wearing them out more and more every hour. That's how evil spirits replenish their powers. If you don't drive away the fever, it might decimate all of Iskor, and then jump onto someone's shoulder to find more victims. The streets are strangely empty. Many of the shutters are closed, and even the tiniest amount of silver light doesn't shine through the thick curtains. You knock on one Izba. The doors of the stone church are closed. Near the porch, a couple of Chorts are playing cards. Happy with the peasants' deaths, the Chorts feel themselves. You get to the empty Iskor market. The empty shops are looking at you like the eyes of dead men. You clutch your book against your will, and for a good reason. You notice Chort. You find a house in a picturesque place near Iskor. The Izba is really crawling with cockroaches. In the far corner, you notice a Chort. That's the reason for all the insects.
So many vials. All with herbs, I bet.
The most complicated cases are assigned here. One of the patients is shaking with fever, so she marked him. You can help.
Don't go walking around here. Aren't you afraid to catch the disease? Haven't you heard we have a visitor here? Well, go. Don't stare it. We don't have enough medicine as it is. We don't need another sick girl here.
Tell me about this sickness of yours. When did it come on?
Not so long ago, but this sister packs quite a punch. Grabs everyone indiscriminately. Many of those are dead already. So go on, go hide at home, so she won't take you. I've already seen all that I need. I want to help these people.
What do you use to cure the fever?
Nothing. There are no Noahs around. We called for a doctor. He hasn't any time for us. They say he was also cursed. I am the only one left here. I've been working.
What's the name of the doctor?
Some educated person. Studied. We built this hospital with his donation. He's also the animal doctor here. He used to help with animals in this area.
What can you tell me about your village?
Well, it's your typical village. They say the truth used to live. People tell all kinds of stories, especially about the ruins on the hill.
I'm a knower. I know my herbs. I can help you with the cure. I'll need some bottles for decoction. Can I take yours?
Oh, the Lord in heaven. Of course. I don't even know how to...
To get rid of the fever, I'll need cuckoo's tears, Adam's head, and chicken droppings. The herbs I'm...
You feel uneasy because of the flies buzzing around the victims of the fever. Nevertheless, you've reached your goal. After waiting for the night, you gather enough fat for the ritual candles. The dead won't need it anyway.
I decided not to waste my powers on the fever. Who knows how we might end up?
You made the right choice, Vasilisa. We don't need that sort of risk.
Nothing good comes of encountering these kind of undead.
Well, you can't argue with... What are you going to look for?
The church keeper killed some witch right in front of his church. He was taken by the police to Cherdyn, where that knife is. Only God.
Well, Nikiforovich, been mad for quite some time.
He always seemed like such a nice man to me.
Well, and how long ago did you see him? Now it seems he went down the crooked path along with the feet. Besides, it's no simple feat to get to him. I think the police hold him in if he's not at the labor camp already. That's it.
I hope he's still there. If not, how will we find that knife?
Yes, the knife from the other church may not work, you know.
All right, let's get to it. I'll think of something.
Listen, Vasilisa, I need to fly. I can't live in these human holes any longer.
I thought you would help me to break the seals.
Arr! All right, I will. But in return, I've been circling the area. I think I saw one to the north. There's no help me settle there, and I'll help you with your book. Carr! Carr!
I will, if this forest is not far.
It's just nearby. Let's carr! Carr!
Wait, I don't have wings and no Kupala salvia.
Catch up!
The peasants you meet bare their heads and bow in greeting you. In the village of Simonov, old Yegor is as respected as you will be from now on. After treating you to tea and a couple of buns, the peasants tell you of their latest trouble. An old hunter has gone missing, and they have already lost all hope of getting him back from the Leshy. One of the men saw a blurry shadow. After treating you to tea and a couple of buns, the peasants tell you of their latest trouble. An old hunter has smoke from burning incense curls under the low wooden ceiling. It is a hot and uncomfortable place. You shudder when an old woman sitting in a corner addresses you. To your surprise, she blesses you and advises you not to be afraid of evil spirits. The Leshy, she says, hasn't been seen here for a long time, but he used to carry off careless people. Karnish leads you along the deadly quiet river. The impatient raven jumps from branch to branch and calls to you, hurrying you on to the woods.
Do you sense demons? Do you?
No, doesn't look like there are any around.
Yeah, me neither. And let's not forget what they say.
This is strange. That old woman told us that there is no Leshy. But other than that, there's this man who went missing.
Not all Leshies like to play tricks in the forest. That man could
You may be right. But then again, you may be wrong.
I tell you, don't sense.
Leshy's aren't the only one who can be a master.
Damp mist by the river curls around, spreading the scent of mushrooms and moisture. You gaze into the milky syrup, trying to make out the figure the peasant told you about. But having read a masking Zagavur, you hide near the river and monitor its banks. Fortune soon smiles upon you. A bloated drowner crawls out of the river. The tracks of evil spirits lead you to an old well on the edge of the forest. You stop, overwhelmed by a sinking feeling. The dampness of the graveyard is also present here. The minute you close the circle, silent drowners emerge from the grass around you. You open your book. The demons pushed the hunter's corpse into the well. At the edge of the forest, you notice a figure bent over a stump. This strange creature mumbles something, a couple of black words, and the creature jumps in surprise. There's no question now. It was a... The edge of the woods your companion chose is covered in a sticky fog. The Tsidivka River has spread all throughout the area, turning it into a swamp. It stretches its slimy tentacles around the high pines and majestic firs. Every minute, it becomes harder to walk. The raven swoops into the air and makes a search of the area. He advises that you go straight, as the swamp has stretched rather wide. You feel Karnish's impatience. He jumps from branch to branch, eager to get to the center of the forest, the central beam, the deepest thicket. You're just as eager to learn about the rite your companion is about to undergo. You struggle to climb through the prickly fir branches as you finally reach the most ancient of ancient trees. The ancient fir, the center of the forest, is leaning to the side, its roots sunk into the swampy sludge.
What the noise?
Is that some kind of short with? Well, what did?
You again! Be gone, if...
Big on yourself. Are you blind or something? Don't. Yeah.
Your master is not my master.
The forest cannot belong to a Denoy. Ah!
It once belonged to no one, but
Either you leave, or I'll make you get out.
you're not the boss. Wait a minute there. Ah, witch. And I thought you were a woman of your but I'm not the vindictive type. We have a treasure chest nearby, and yep. So we're gonna drag it here, and you.
I know all about your treasure chest, full of frogs and fish scales.
Hey, where the frauds? Check for yourself if you wish.
I don't need your pittance. The simple fact that you don't let the peasants leave in peace is enough for me to drive you away and lay down the law of Vakul.
You'll be sorry.
After the demons disperse into the darkness, it seems that the dampness of the graveyard starts to pull back from the heart of the forest. Karnish thanks you and starts whispering something in a Leshy dialect that is unfamiliar to you. A second...
Now I'm the master of... Take a look at
It seems like your croaking has turned to laughter.
that. The way we talk makes it easier to open the gates.
So, what now? Going to settle down in your forest?
Oh no, Vasilisa. I'm going to help you with your book. That's going to be of use to me as well. Who knows? And don't you worry about the forest. But you know, especially after the kind of good...
The instant you turn around, the Leshy assumes his regular form.
Well, let's press on. I'll be of even more of you. Car, car, car. I feel much calmer now, with a forest of my own. I used to feel like a pariah. I'm a junior, but now with my own forest? Don't fret though, I won't leave you. You helped me with the Vodyanoi, now it's my... I won't leave you hanging. I feel much calmer now, with... I used to feel like a... But now with my own forest? Don't fret though, I won't leave you. You helped me with the Vodyanoi, I won't leave you hanging.
God be with you. We came to thank you once again, Vasilisa.
Here, in the dowry the Abdiriha provided, there was this silver platter with some horsemen.
Thank you. What a nice dish.
Yesterday, for example, we come home and there was another chest. We don't even know from who. The Abdiriha sent another one?
Unlikely. I hope it's not cursed.
No, they can't curse. The other day, some folks saw that nobleman, that Khaldun you beat. So they gave him some...
It's good you didn't meet him while you were a wolf.
Right.
All right, we need to go. We have households to fix.
Hello, my name is Sergei Nikolaevich. God be with you.
God be with you.
So, one more of these. Throw him out of here, Vasilisa.
Wait a moment. That's new. I am no Khaldun. Well, I wouldn't. Could you initiate me? I mean, make me a Khaldun.
What are you rambling about there, you damn
Wait, Grandpa. Let's hear him out.
Oh, yes, thank you. I brought some gifts, as is proper. Thing is, you are known far and wide. I am a collector of folklore here in Cherdin. Even there, they've heard of you. I came here hoping that you'd share some Zagavor texts. Maybe some stories about evil spirits. I will pay you, of course.
Well, you won't be able to use these Zagavors without chorts anyways. Zagavors are useless without chorts at your disposal.
Ah, of course, of course. I will preserve this knowledge for the sake of science.
You recite several simple Zagavers, which the folklorist writes down diligently.
Well, happy now. Now, go away.
Of course, I understand. But maybe you'd like to tell me more when you have the opportunity. You can always find me in Cherdin. I'm staying at the local inn. I do hope to see you soon.
I don't like this guy. He'll tell everyone our secrets.
The sun is starting to set when you reach Cherdyn. Towns attract a lot of demons who arrive at the orders of their masters to sow strife and corruption. Sometimes even wild chorts come here, expecting. The noisy city streets always seemed strange to you. Your head spins from the network of human fates and that of demons, unseen to regular people. Even now, one man is persuading another to go to a pothouse, and his intentions. You whisper a simple Zagaver, and an angry Chort leaves his victim. You can find everything you need in this huge town. You look at multiple shop signs on the majestic stone houses with interest. Fakhrudinov's fruit and grocery shop. Trading house of the brothers Asofsky. You aren't surprised. The moment the peasant tugs at the reins, a Chort, invisible to him sitting on the back of the horse, gives it the opposite command. The Chort is cackling with delight, entertained by the man and his trouble. You whisper a Zagaver, and the Chort flies away. You enter the magnificent town church, catch your breath, read a prayer, and leave it, not daring to approach the altar. The saints from the old icons are... You find your learned acquaintance in the company of an angry priest. They seem to be having a violent argument. You again suspect Chort's doing, but no, there aren't any evil spirits nearby.
Stop. Hear me out. I do this only for the sake of science. My records may be useful to our descendants.
Right.
Who knows what mysteries of old are hidden in this folk knowledge?
I know. Seddon's mysteries. Lord, forgive me.
But this is just mythology, superstitions.
To publish such satanic texts in the Holy Land of Perm, disguised as mythology at that, I would personally give you a dozen lashes just for that. You good for...
God helps.
Ah, Vasilisa Fedorovna, greetings. Perhaps now is not the best time to write down your texts.
You whisper a Zagaver, while the priest is moralizing to the scientist.
Oh, something... Oh, I need to get back to the church.
Looks like divine intervention. You came to share some more of your precious knowledge? Tell me about evil spirits?
You tell about several events of the past few weeks, and the folklorist accurately writes.
Amazing! I can only thank you with some tea and dumpling. But you might be interested in a story that I wrote down not far from St. This is about your colleagues.
You say goodbye to the researcher and go on your way. At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite
Be wise and go forth. No literal.
Low prices. Come buy some herbs and other goods I've brought.
Near the merchant's house, there is some sort of commotion. All of the house servants have run out of the house. Frightened people make the sign of the cross over the building and mutter prayers. The servants let you through as soon as they learn that you are a witch. The merchant's body is lying on the table in the red corner. The priest... You chase away the chort and the lifeless body with a terrible thud. The decision to take a shortcut through this yard seemed like a good one before you noticed the furry shadow of a Dvaravoy under the low roof of a shed. The unwelcoming eyes of the chort glow in the... You bow to the Dvaravoy spirit and leave some offerings. The satisfied chort tosses you a... Looks like this paper has an old Zagavar written on it. You finally arrive at the police station. You can only hope that the church keeper wasn't sent to the labor camp. You look inside the shed. Looks like evil spirits dwell here. You can try to talk to the evil spirits.
This bar looks like it was built on an old stone foundation. God bless.
Well, what do you need? Say it quickly. I have things to do.
I'm looking for a church keeper from Vilgard who killed a woman.
He's there, sitting in this cell. You can talk to him, but not for long. Come on, quickly. I have lots of things to do.
I need you to let that man go.
Right, and I need my command to give me a bonus.
They say he killed a woman, right? Do you have the knife he did it with?
I don't have time for girls loitering here. This isn't a museum, do you understand? There's no knife. We didn't find it. Everything is clear without it.
What a grim place.
Sure. Daughter.
Mikhail Nikiforovich.
Huh? Who? What? You came for me. You came back.
The keeper cowers in the corner of his cell in fear.
Sure. Ah!
Hey, keep quiet down there.
It's me, Vasya. Do you remember?
Vasya?
Right. Old Igor's granddaughter.
Vasilisa, what are you doing here? She'll find you. You're in danger.
What's wrong, Mikhail Nikiforovich? What's so...
You'll see. That woman will get you. She's alive. I saw it with these very eyes. Don't you understand? When they... Daughter!
Hey, enough with the ruckus.
You don't have any daughters, Mikhail Nikiforovich.
Not the daughter. A pig. Don't you get it?
So, a changeling. They say you killed some woman with a knife.
There was no woman, but a pig. It ran up the porch. I thought I'd catch it. I swung my hand and hit it. And it turned out to be a witch. Understand?
She turned into a woman from a pig?
Right, you know how it is. You and your grandpa, they don't believe me. I saw this pig when they were I see it here sometimes, in the shadows. Its eyes glowing. It's alive.
Where's the knife?
Oh, no. I know where you're after it, but I have to do that myself. Kill her! If you set me free, we'll go together. That woman was buried in the cemetery. Let's finish her off, yes. She won't leave me alone.
How can I set you free?
You will. Think of something. Quickly. She'll come for me, that pig. But that's all right. I'll fend her off. Sure.
Come on, quickly. I have lots of things to do.
Perhaps we both can get what we want.
You give a coin-filled purse to the policeman.
Huh. Await the argument. Are you his granddaughter or something? Alright. Come at night. I'll hide the key in the porch. Leave it there when you leave. Understood? It's all in vain, though. We'll find this man one day. Well, go on, before I change my mind.
When the police station closes, you find the key you asked for and set the church keeper free.
Now, after me, to the cemetery, yes. Here, right.
The keeper stops near a ditch, picks up the knife, and hurriedly hides it in his clothes.
Give me the knife. I have no time for witches.
What? I didn't expect you to grow into such a witch. But I'll teach you a lesson.
The keeper practically drops dead from your powerful curses and shakes.
So I went back then.
Some witch was after him then. I've heard about this kind of witches. The ones you did well to take the knife right away. We don't have any spare time. Yes, he died. But he... Well, where are we with those Kupala witches?
I think I found everything that I need. Here's the towel, here's the church knife, and here's the fever candle.
Well done, Vasilisa. I didn't doubt. It is time. Go to the forest.
I need to get ready. Who knows what kind of demons are guarding it?
Sound thinking. Everybody wants to find the flower, but not everyone can.
I'm ready, Grandpa.
Yes, methinks. If not you, then who else? Both Kalduns and regular...
So can do it too, then. They say this flower...
Evil spirit, you know the ritual. But when the demons fly after you, don't look back.
Why don't Kalduns look for it every year, Grandpa?
What do you mean? They do, but scarcely anyone finds it. And among those who do find it, I knew a couple of black knowers who found the flower. None of shorts told me about one of them.
Why can't people find the flower?
They can't even see shorts, not to mention the flower. They sometimes run into it by chance. One short told me how he traded a bast shoe. These things happen.
Why do shorts need the flower?
It makes them powerful, almost like it's different for everyone. Some see buried treasure. The shorts think differently too. Some go up the ladder in hell. Some try to. You get all sorts in life.
Well, I'll go get ready.
God helps.